Hi folks, welcome to the Yoga Wild YouTube channel. My name is Casey. I use the pronouns she, her. And for this Wild in Tacoma, we are at the TACOMA Nature Center. Specifically, we are on the first bridge over Snake Lake, and it's a really active morning. There are ducks and ducklings, a lot of dragonflies, birds. So really happy to be practicing here today. This is Summer Yoga Active Rest. Please take a moment to subscribe or maybe even hit the bell to receive notifications. It's summertime, so maybe you're finding yourself being more active, maybe even getting out in nature, going for hikes. And it's important to move your body, but it's also important to give it plenty of time to rest and recoup. So this short yoga practice is just some stretches you can do, maybe if this is all the time you have for your day, or if you're just taking a little break while being out and active. So we'll begin standing, maybe a little wider base than usual in mountain pose. Your 10 toes point forward, but if your feet turn in or out slightly, that's fine. You can relax your hands by your side, maybe even connect to your body, hands to your belly or one hand to your heart. An option to close your eyes, or especially if you have the opportunity to practice outside, maybe fix your gaze on something in nature like a tree or a rock. And just take 5 to 7 breaths. Notice how your body is feeling, especially if this is a cool down after doing something active. Maybe you're feeling your heartbeat really fast. Try to feel your breath not just in the front of your body, but in the sides and back body as well. Now we'll make our way to Malasana, or Yogi squat. So turn your heels in, point your toes out, and bend your knees. So this is a pretty deep squat, especially if you're starting from your body being kind of cold. So feel free to maybe sway or rock side to side. Know that you could be higher up, more like hands on your thighs, or any bend that feels good in your joints to start. If you are in the deeper squat, maybe bring your hands together at heart center. Press your triceps into your inner thighs and then find a little resistance or squeeze back. Broaden your collarbones, lift your heart. And again, you could close your eyes or just fix your gaze on something calming or soothing. If you are practicing outside, you can connect to nature, the sounds around you. Notice smells. Then inhale, stand up. Press your heels into the ground as you straighten your legs, reach your arms up. Exhale, back to Malasana Yogi squat. Inhale, stand tall. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, lower back down. 3 more like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, maybe even gaze up. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands down to the ground, straighten your legs, point your toes forward, make your way into ragdoll or your forward fold. So you could add a little sway or movement here. It might feel nice to stretch out your shoulders, interlace your fingertips behind your back, reach your knuckles up toward the sky or your ceiling. And again, you can bend your knees as much as you need. Relax your head, maybe nod yes or shake no. Then lower your fingertips back down. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand. So turn to face a ledge, a chair, a step, whatever is accessible. The height might be different than mine, and that's perfectly fine. We're just here for a little stretch. So balance on your left leg and place your right heel on your ledge. So again, you might be lower and that's fine. Personally, I live in a tight body, so this is really high for me, but just find what works for you. Maybe keep a bend and your right knee, draw your right hip back. You can stay here or start to add a bend. And as you bend from your hip creases, maybe your hands connect to the back of your chair or to a railing. Draw your right hip back. Few breaths here. Even with your inhale and exhale, just allowing a little time for a cooling, deep stretch. There still might be a lot of sensation, but your heart rate is slowing down. If you were folded, lift your chest, add a bend into your right knee. And as you bend into your right knee, it's going to come out toward your right shoulder. Hands come inside your right foot. And you can adjust where your left leg is in distance, maybe bring it closer or further away. Broaden your collarbones, lift your heart, and just breathe. We'll come back to our straight leg. Straighten your right leg. This time we'll add a twist. So bring your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Reach your right fingertips behind you. So you can add a gentle press on the outer part of your leg to open your chest and maybe even turn your gaze back toward your right thumb. Personally, I'm looking at ducks and turtles. Again, just pay attention to your surroundings if you're out in nature. And then slowly make your way back. You can help your right foot down. Then we'll take a modified or a variation of down dog. So bringing your hands to the rail or the back of a chair. Walk your feet back so your heels are staying pretty much stacked under your hips. And lower your chest down to the ground. Now, you're active in your legs and start to press down with your palms. Feel a little engagement in your chest, around your shoulders, and maybe lower your chest a little more. You can keep a bend in your knees, gaze is down and soft. And then lift your chest. We'll take that on the other side. Balance on your right leg and bring your left heel to your ledge, whatever you're using. And draw your left hip back so your chest is facing your left toes. And start to add your lean forward. And maybe that's just an inch or two. Maybe you reach your hands out. One side might feel more or less accessible, so this side feels extra tight in my body. So maybe a little more bend in your left knee. Breathing here. Lift your chest. Add the bend into your left leg. Bring your left knee out toward the left side of your body. Hands come inside your left foot and then sink into your hips as you lift your chest. And especially if you're using a rail or the back of a chair, you can add a little pull to bring your heart through. Couple more breaths here. Find a little more length, active in your standing leg. We'll come back to our straight left leg, adding the twist this time. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left leg. Start to open your chest and extend your left fingertips behind you. Maybe even work your gaze toward your left thumb. Draw your shoulder blades together. Open in your chest. Your hips are level. Slowly make your way back. Lower your left foot down. Take your variation of downward facing dog. Maybe walking your feet a little further back, pressing into your palms. A few deep breaths here. Feeling your breath front, sides, and back body. And then make your way back to standing. Mountain pose. Your little wider stance, hands by your side or connect back to your body. Notice your breath now. Notice how your body feels. Thank you so much for taking a little time for Summer Yoga Active Rest. If you enjoyed this video, take a moment to like or maybe even share with a friend.